What do you got, bro?
Get this shit popping. What it do, Zam boy? Hey, we got Zam boy in this bitch. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. So we got are you from Temple, my nigga?
Sir.
Alright, so we got a nigga from Temple. You feel me? I'm from Jacksonville. We got my boy Zam boy from Temple. Alright. So this the first video, this the first live, my nigga, I'm posting to the page, bro. Welcome to the motherfucking page, bro. Welcome to the IG live interviews, my nigga. First ever, my nigga. We got Zam boy live in the flesh, bro. So we got Florida's hottest cracker. No cap. Best cracker ever, nigga. It's the hottest cracker in the plug scene. All right.
Hey,
So my
man.
nigga, what?
What's
Tell us,
good?
my nigga. So tell us, my nigga, what made you start rapping, my nigga? I'm gonna ask you, you feel me, what the people want to know. What made you start rapping, bro? Why, my nigga?
I
Why? Why you?
I just like music a lot, bro, and like I feel like it's a lot of kids like out here like trying to make a way in this music shit and this and that. You know what I mean? And I feel like I the shit that I've been through and like the shit that I've been doing. I felt like maybe I should make some shit about what I got going on in my life. And so I just started recording, and rapping about this shit. Try to make some money too.
So, my nigga, see me, I grew up in the hood. I know your ass grew up in the hood. You feel me? We had to trap to make it out. You feel me? We finally made it out the hood. How the fuck does that feel to make it out the hood? Like on some real nigga shit. The niggas want to know, how does it feel to make it out the hood from your perspective, my nigga?
At first, bro, like right now, man, I just got like on my feet, bro, and like it's a little bit lonely. Like, you know, like you leave all that fuck shit behind, you leave all that bullshit behind. It's a little bit lonely, but it's a good feeling, like having that security, knowing you gonna make it, you gonna be something. You know what I mean?
On some real shit, my nigga, I feel the same way. Cause like when I escaped the hood, you feel me, a couple months ago, it's like, bro, what the fuck? This shit feel different. I've been grinding for all these years to get out the fucking hood. Now I'm out the hood. Now this shit feel different. What the fuck do I do now? It's like it's like you
Like
in a standstill. You feel me?
you be missing like all them fun times, bro. But you realize like you on the better shit, you know. So you can't look back.
Hell yeah, bro. Like, you feel me? Honestly, bro. Honestly, bro, we not even gonna do what all them fuck ass other interview niggas do. We gonna freestyle this whole everything organic. We not rushing shit. You feel
Oh,
me? We ain't making no artificial ass questions. You feel me? Everything come from the soul. You feel me? So I'm gonna ask you shit. Cause me, I listen to me
and
personally.
give
I
you the
fuck
real.
with your shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
So this is the question I got for you. Like, my nigga, how do you feel about the underground as an entirety? What is your perception on the underground? What made you join the underground?
I love the underground, bro. Everything is like so uncontrolled and organic and realistic. Like everybody raw coming from where they're coming from. You could get different, you know, unique views on culture and different styles, you know, that you never heard that you couldn't find nowhere else. And I definitely wanted to assert like my own bit of that into the underground as well. So that's what made me join it. I feel like the industry is like controlled by old heads, and we don't really have a chance. You know what I mean? To like express our creativity out in the industry.
You feel me? It's like all they care about is money. All they want is money, money, money. And money don't mean shit when you actually get the money. You realize that money don't matter no more. You got the power already. You got the money. You
Yeah,
got the power. You got the bitches. What is there next to do? It's like this the stigma around niggas, you feel me, trying to get the money first. The stigma around that is like once I get the money, then I can do whatever I want. But nah, that's not how that shit works.
bro. It's different standards once you get more money. You know what I mean? It's just different standards. You know what I mean? Like it's always gonna be certain things you can't do. It's always gonna be certain things you can do, and it's all gonna vary depending on where you're at. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, you might be able to. A rich man, if he's in the same place as a poor man, he's gonna be able to do more in that place where the poor man is at than the poor man is. So obviously, it's gonna seem like he can do more, but that's just because he got that money and his standards are lower. But once you hire the standards, you know what I mean. There's more shit you got to do. You get more money, you got more money. You got to keep track of. You got to keep that money up. Your expenses are probably gonna grow too.
It's like the more money you make, the more education, the more knowledge you
More
gotta
money,
learn. It's
problems,
like, but it's like you feel me? Damn, I ain't know I had to learn all this shit in order to maintain and get the money. It's like, damn, I gotta do more work now. It's a never ending cycle. It's
it's
like
like
repetitive.
more money, more problems.
Literally, you feel me? Because me and you experiencing it firsthand. See, me personally, I don't give a fuck about money. Cause like that shit a never ending cycle. I got
Exactly.
enough money now where I could just live off that shit. You feel me? Is that how is that like? Is it like that for you?
Yeah, for sure, bro. I don't care to make $1 billion as long as I can just get by and do the things that make me happy and make sure that I'm straight, bro. That's all I need. Period. Cause I done had it where I ain't had shit, so it's not like I need to overindulge, bro.
Hmm.
And not a
So
lot of
like,
people even willing to admit that or say that nowadays either. For some reason.
I don't know. You feel me? I don't know why that is. You feel me? Because we live in a time where a lot of feminism and shit taking over everything. Niggas
Mm,
becoming more emasculated by the day. Females becoming more masculine. So it's like really the roles are switched now. It's like the females are the new niggas, and the niggas are the new females. So it's like, damn, what the fuck happened? It's like everything you knew growing up, it ain't what it is. You feel me? It's actually the complete opposite.
that's what my parents raised me growing up, like trying to teach me too. Like, you know, like a lot of these dudes is becoming soft, and a lot of these bitches are having to pick up for that. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. Now you got these bitches picking up. They want all this power and shit. It's like us guys, we need to strengthen up before we get shat on by these females.
That's what I'm saying. And it's
But
like,
the culture
yeah,
and media
continue.
is pushing like ordinary guys, you know, just like me and you, just regular old kids, you know, it's the media that's pushing them into those agendas, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like people like you and me, when we speak our mind, it's like niggas trying to cancel us, but in reality, we just trying to help motherfuckers reach a higher intelligence than staying low as fuck on the ground where the government wants you to be at. You feel me? So it's
Exactly.
just like at the end of the day, it's like you sit back and you realize like, damn, like nigga, like what the fuck do I do now? It's like I gotta watch my people suffer now. Like what the fuck?
You just gotta learn to not give a fuck, bro. And that's what it all comes back to. Once you get to this point where you're at right now, you got to realize that you can't be looking back on all that. You just gotta not give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. That's the message I try
Homie,
to get at you.
I got homies out here probably don't got a place to stay. You know, I love to give them a place, but I know it's gonna happen. I let them come in my house. You know what I mean? So I can't do it, and I just gotta forget about it because I can't bring myself down trying to help somebody else who don't want to help themselves.
Hey, for the people who watching, hey my nigga, I just want to give y'all this important message. Everything you knew was a fucking lie. All right? Everything is energy, including money. You gotta vibrate on a certain frequency in order to reach it. We had a stigma where spirituality and knowledge was shunned upon. But
Mm-hmm.
now it's actually a power now. Anybody who possess it are now God. I'm
Mm-hmm.
God. Juugboiii is now God. Me and him are God. And you are not God. But in order to reach the God level, you must sacrifice. You must give up your old current life for a new life. And if you're
Mm-hmm.
not willing to do that, well, shit, you already know the story.
He said on the next young bands. That's
We
something
is the next young bands. We
everyone
better than
always.
young bands.
I'm better than young bands. What you talking about?
We better than young bands. Fuck young bands, nigga. It's Juugboiii, nigga. We don't fuck with them sellouts, bruh. We don't
Hell,
fuck with them sellouts, bruh.
I
When
don't
you
fuck
sell out, you
with
get
no
the
one.
fame.
Big ball sack gang.
You gotta pick. You got two totem poles. Do you want the money or do you want the fame? But one costs you your soul. One doesn't cost your soul. Which one are you gonna pick? I
For me,
pick the money.
I'm gonna pick the money as well.
Cause money, I could turn credit into cash. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
these young niggas want to learn about credit, so that's why on my main page, I teach a variety of things. I teach spirituality, I teach credit, I teach anything you want to learn. And I start to see that Juugboiii, his music starting to get more woke. Niggas starting to wake the fuck up. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me?
It's,
Juugboiii starting to change his music now. So it is like, in the meantime, the niggas who listen to Juugboiii finna raise on a higher frequency, just like me, because I listen to him. I'm on a higher frequency.
I mean, yeah, bro. Everyone be acting like this shit peaches and cream out here, bro. You gotta paint the picture of reality for some of these kids, bro, because some of these kids don't even know. I mean, shit, I didn't even know for the longest.
The more money you get, the more money you can use. Money is a tool. You can use that tool to buy knowledge. And when you get that knowledge, you already know what the fuck gonna happen. Just like Tony Montana. But with Tony Montana, when he failed at women was his downfall. The whole message about that movie was control your lust, control
Mm-hmm.
your emotions. So once you get the money, the power, then the women. The women is just a tool. Us men, we got a power. The power is in our seed, our nut. A lot of these young kids don't know. I just had to bring it to fruition. I told you this shit gonna be organic. I'm not finna sugarcoat nothing. This shit gonna be real. We gotta wake these niggas up.
No.
We gotta wake these niggas up, bro. It's the only way. We gotta wake these young kids up so we can bring back masculinity.
Oh God, bro, these kids don't know. That's what I be preaching in my music too. You gotta be a man, boy. You gotta have balls.
The power's in your balls.
Exactly.
Literally, literally, not even metaphorically, literally, bro. Power's in your balls. How you know a nigga is a man
And
is the
these kids,
bass in his voice.
half of these kids is ashamed to walk down the hallway holding their nutsack, boy. Man, I'll be holding that shit like it's a trophy. That's my power. That's my pride.
Nigga, I came out of
Yeah.
jail, nigga, institutionalized. That my hands, my pocket, nigga. Not even my pocket, nigga. You know what I mean, nigga. My nuts, nigga.
Damn, I ain't got no pockets in jail. What you talking about?
That's what I'm talking about, nigga. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Uh, I
That's
know
what
what
I'm
you
saying. Especially living in Florida, one of the roughest states in America as a whole entirety. Florida rough as fuck. Only the best of the best survive and escape Florida, as you see me and Juugboiii, because I escaped Florida, you feel me? I made it out the hood. Me and Juugboiii, we escaped. I don't know, Juugboiii still go back. You still go back and forth to Florida, or you still in Florida? Like, what you be doing? What's your living situation?
That's my
You feel
at
me?
the day, that's my home and everything. But right now I'm not in Florida though. I've been out of Florida for most of the year trying to just like cause Florida crazy right now, bro. You already know how it is.
Hell yeah, that's why I had to
And
leave.
it's a lot easier to get by in a lot of other places. Like in Florida, like it's so crazy with all the money and shit there. You gotta do shit to get by, bro, because it's so expensive out there, man. Like in some of them places. But once I get right, I might look back.
That's some real shit, Juugboiii. But hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna hit your ass with a deep ass question, with a very deep question to test your knowledge. Are you ready?
I might be. Hit me with it.
What's your what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the current state of civilization, the current state of society right now, especially now that we got TikTok, Instagram that's controlling these females.
Ah,
What's your thoughts on social media controlling the youth, controlling society, especially the women? What's
when
your
I
thoughts on that?
like a whole, when I look at everything as a whole, I see that like this social media shit. Like you got reels on every app. Like I was just talking to my boy the other day about this. You got real. Like we'll start with the reels. Where did that reels? Those whole concept of reels come from? That's like TikTok, right? So that's going on every single app. That's incorporated on every single app nowadays. These reels and shit that where it just automatically plays a bunch of bullshit, random memes, all this and that. It's playing. You don't even got control of what's being put in front of you half the time. It's just playing random shit. And 90% of the time, they're putting all this shit in the algorithms to show you some fuck shit, bro. To fuck with your head. So you go on these apps and you get stuck staring at your reels for 30 minutes. And shit. Personally, I don't even realize like that I'm staring at reels till like 30 minutes into it, bro. And then I'm like, shit, I process all the shit that I just watched. You know what I mean? I'm like, shit. You know what I mean? So you got all these apps like controlling people with all these agendas and shit. That's the whole point. You got reels going in there. Those reels, that's a way for
Yeah,
them
yeah,
in front of you. You know what
hell
I'm
yeah. Mhm.
and shit, like I'm saying, everyone always getting lost in them reels, you know what I mean? Think of all the shit you taking in, bro. All these phones, all this technology is taking over people to make them think that they need it to get an idea of culture or society or a way of fitting in, whether it be, with culture or whether it be with morals. And instead of going out and actually venturing off into the actual world, meeting people, seeing things, now you got a little phone in your hand and you just do it right there. I know because, bro, I'm stuck in that shit myself. I ain't got an infinite amount of money to go travel and go see shit and go do shit. And that's because they done put the prices up so goddamn high where I can't. So right
Yeah.
now, all these phones, all this social media, all this technology, because
Mhm. Mhm.
up to it, because everything's
Mhm.
so crazy with COVID and prices and the law.
Mhm. Mhm.
So they got all this shit going on with these phones and technology now where you're so distracted and you don't even realize that you're doing that to yourself, bro. I said, I never even thought about it remotely until I sat in jail for a little while and didn't have a piece of technology whatsoever. And I was like, damn, like I actually am experiencing shit now. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. You go around with your phone and you're staring at your phone and you're into your phone. Even when you're out doing shit, you're not even experiencing it. So it's just like, if you're so wrapped up in it, of course they're gonna use it to press information and agendas onto you. You know what I mean?
I'm finna hit you with some even more deeper shit that's finna blow your fucking mind.
What's up?
Your phones has an electromagnetic pulse that sends radio frequencies to your brain that makes you touch your phone, that makes you open your apps through the 5G towers and through the radio towers. It's all about frequency, and frequency equals intelligence. Everything equals each other. It's just an infinite loop. And guess why they
Why?
created that?
Why
It's
is that?
because they want you to stay trapped at your lowest chakra, and your lowest chakra is fear, survival, instability. The list goes on. Look, all the bad shit that's happening. It's all connected to the root chakra. And the elites want you to stay down there so they can control you. And let me tell you something that's even more deeper. U.S. citizen means slave in Greek. Slave is property. Slave is cattle. Why do you think they gave you a birth certificate? Birth
Exactly.
means your mom's
Social
water's
Security.
broke. And when your mama water broke, she's docking at a ship. And when she docks at the ship, that's the hospital. Birthing is when you dock at a ship. A birth certificate is a certificate of your ship being docked at the port. We operate under maritime law in this fucked up United States. The United States is a corporation, a business. That's why they want you to stay consuming that's what makes them money. And what makes them money, they have enough money to pay back the trillions of dollars of debt. And guess who the debt belongs to?
Us.
Yes, they owe us the money.
They done
That's who
took
they
all of
owe.
our assets and replaced it with meaningless notes. That those notes literally say on it that it owes this a debt to us. That's what the note says on it, right?
Federal Reserve note,
Exactly.
yes. And
Yes,
on the
it's
back of the dollar, it's a triangle. On the top of the pyramid is the eye, which represents the pineal gland that us melanated folks possess. The pineal gland is your gateway to infinite intelligence through the crown chakra. They put it out in your face to clown you and mock you of how they're stealing our knowledge and placing it in the Vatican.
on God. And people don't even realize, bro, that the money literally says on it, we owe you. This is just right here. Like, this is IOU. Basically, that's what money is an IOU for all the gold and assets that they took from us as people. You know what I mean?
The Gold Repeal Act of 1933. That is.
Yep.
Wait, did you research that shit when I posted that shit? Did you research that?
I've known
Or you
about.
already knew that? You already knew
I've
about
been.
that?
Yeah.
And the crazy part is we
I
killing
seen.
each
I
other.
seen
We
you
killing
post it.
each other over this shit, bro.
I think that's what made me fuck with you, because I seen you post that, and I'm like, damn, that's true. So that made me start believing some of the shit you was posting more. I'm like, okay, you know what you're talking about.
And the fucked up part is we killing each other over that. You know, when you kill somebody, when you murder somebody, that is a violation of the universal law. That's why you curse yourself, or everybody curse themselves with bad luck, because you're not supposed to kill nobody. You're supposed to love. You're supposed to love thy neighbors. Thy neighbor is thy brother, thy sisters. We are all one. Even though that you're white and I'm black, we're still the same beings. We're still
we got,
brothers.
we got folks out here killing each other over something that's a IOU. It's not even holding any value.
Exactly. And when
Only
I
thing
explain this shit, people
wrong,
think I'm fucking crazy. Do people think you're crazy when you be explaining this shit with your homeboys and shit?
I don't talk about this type of shit ever.
Like, you just keep this shit bottled up inside. Does that shit make you go insane? How do
It
you
make
handle with it?
it gives me some power, like, cause I know, like, I'm smarter than other people. I got something on other people. You know, I can maneuver For me, it's easier if I don't tell people, honestly, because then I can maneuver differently in a way that's more beneficial for me without them knowing what I'm doing or what I got going on. So then they won't know how to do it in the same way as me.
Understandable. Coming from your situation, that's smart for you. Because I don't know what you done in your life, but something probably could have happened to where it made you start moving smarter.
Well, I mean, I know this shit, like, bro. I can tell you, like, firsthand, bro. Like, I got some family members, like, in that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen some documents, like, just talking about what you're telling me, bro. Like, like, I know that, like, for a fact, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I
Yeah, and the
tell you,
most fucked up part is
like,
the most
talk,
fucked up.
like, going in depth, but, like, it's some
Yeah.
crazy shit. Like what you're talking about is 100% facts, and people don't know. That's why I'm able to mainly bottle it up so much, is because I know for real, like, that it's a real thing. So it's not driving me crazy to know the truth so much, because I already know it. So I'm kind of able to just accept it and move on.
Mhm. 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 I know. So I got this one question with you. I got this one question for you.
What's
What
up?
what would you do if you had the power to be immune to the police? What would you do?
I'll kill them all.
Is there anything else that you would do instead of killing all the police? What else would you do? That's it?
That's all. I mean, they put themselves in that position to get themselves killed, so voluntarily.
Are you familiar with the Jesuit order?
I know you're not to kill another man. I know.
Know what I'm saying? Like, are you familiar with the Jesuit order?
Nah.
Okay, so the Jesuit order is what the Pope and all government officials, all royalty live by. The Jesuit order is the oath, the sacred oath to kill all indigenous people, either by cutting them up, stewing them, and consuming their energy, having them kill each other, which was going on right now,
And that's being
demasculating them, turning men feminine, because men is the powerhouse. Men, men is the key to society, and turning women into men, poisoning us in food. The list goes on. Mainly the concept of H2O water, because we're not supposed to be consuming H2O water. We're supposed to be consuming H3O2 water, which is in fruits. That's what heals your body. That's what makes you immortal. My name, Amarion, means immortal. So my last previous life, I was a tyrant. I owned people. I taught people knowledge. I owned property. I was very wealthy. That's why, at the age of 18, that my body is. That's why I have all this knowledge, because I was sent back down here to help people, and that's what this whole purpose of the IG live interviews is. I'm having different people on from different industries, different aspects, to share wisdom, and for them to share wisdom with me, so we can do what we're sent down here to do: destroy the fucking government. And music is a form of healing. And if we can heal our people, we can destroy the government as well. That's another tool that we can use. Music is a fucking powerful ass weapon. Music is a tool.
people don't even wake up and think the question, like, why they got these people out here telling them what to do and enforcing them, why they can't make their own choices, or why they can't, you know, put their own, put themselves where they want to be in society. And it's because of all of this enforcement and control that's put on us, bro. And like, I've realized that going through different parts of the system, being homeless, working different jobs, like, you get to see, like, the order of society and the way things is really on, like a pyramid scheme, like they say, and we're
Mm-hmm.
down,
Mm-hmm.
start down here. Some people start here.
Mm-hmm. You're supposed to start up here. But the government wants you to start down here because they created a game, which is called the Matrix. The Matrix is a video game. Why you think that video games become more and more advanced? Video games are a depiction of real life. In real life, it's perception. And since we have different personalities, us souls that inhabit this physical vessel, which is a temple, which is the real church, the true church, they created video games to also trap us in lower vibrations. Some video games actually raise your frequency, especially a game called Minecraft. I play that shit. Play that shit. I don't know if you play Minecraft, but
I
Minecraft is a perfect game that symbolizes what we would how ancient life was, and how you can go through different dimensions and portals by using your mind, aka dimensions.
it's like they're putting the symbology of like what what's actually happening inside of the video games.
You know that's how the elites communicate with each other. You know that's how the ancients communicate with each other with symbols. That's why visual
So
learners.
do you think that's what Minecraft is being used? It's like a poster child of that, like that type of like concept for the elites.
Yes, they're telling you how you're
Like,
supposed to be living.
like like in a quote. Let's just put it in quotations, like in a
A
quote.
quote, a quote, a quote, a
Like,
quote. You said a quote or quote?
yeah, and they it's like, oh, here, you know what I mean? Like this, I'm making so much money off of this. This is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
this. I'm pushing this agenda. You know what I mean?
It's all about money. I'm gonna give you
Mm-hmm.
a bit. Since I study business and I study law, they use commerce. Commerce is everyday transactions. Every day is a transaction. Think about it. Every day you wake up, you either giving your energy to somebody. That's a transaction. You got to get food. You use your Federal Reserve debt note. That's a transaction. You exchange wisdom. That's a transaction. Everything is commerce. They mentally programmed everybody to the point where people are oblivious to the fact that everything in life is an energy transfer. You can't destroy it, don't create energy, you only transmute it. And once you get that philosophy down packed, you can then become God on the physical level. You could become a living, walking God once you realize life
We
is a
are, we
game.
already are, but people are put up in this place where we think we're not because we have these demons holding us down, bro. It's these elites, these people, they're demons, bro, in the flesh.
Oh yeah, and speaking of demons,
We're really born as angels, bro.
shit, and I'm glad that you said that. I'm finna blow your mind because you almost there to the concept, but I'm the one with the knowledge that can enlighten your mind right now. Everything happens for you, not to you. That's why I opted to have you on this interview because it's your time to wake up. I have the knowledge for you. I am the key. I am the missing puzzle that you need. So I'm gonna break this down simply for you of how everything happened. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Us indigenous melanated folks were the original people. There's no doubt about that. That's why our genes are stronger than everybody. It's even proven through science. So throughout the years, as we were living through existence, we were gaining more and more consciousness. The original indigenous people were gaining so much consciousness at a rapid rate because they was vibrating at the top of the totem pole, which is the crown chakra. In the crown chakra, all knowledge, all existence is fast. Everything moves very fast. So they're gaining knowledge very fast. So they're gaining knowledge so fast to the point where it was consuming them. That's where we get the term demiurge from.
It's
The
taking the
demiurge.
chakra.
Yes. Yes. So the divine source, the creator, cursed us. They punished us because we were breaking universal laws. So that's why us black people are forever cursed. But the curse is going to be lifted very soon. So continuing with the story, because the ancients like to tell stories because it paints a picture in your mind so you can understand clearly. So once us black people, indigenous folk were cursed, the creator created white people. White people are Caucasians from the Caucasus Mountains in Europa, which is the name of one of the indigenous guys that helped create and mold the Caucasians from the Caucasus Mountains. So once the Caucasians from the Caucasus Mountains gain consciousness, their bodies can't absorb the sun. That's why white people, Caucasians, get sunburned, and us indigenous black folk don't get sunburned. You're not made for the sun. So that's why they lived in caves. That's why houses was created. Us melanated folk, we never lived in houses because the sun doesn't burn us.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And to fast forward during the story, to give you an even deeper outlook, the white people created to control us because us indigenous folks disobeyed the creator. So the creator created white folks and all other races to enslave us, to teach us a lesson. And once we learn that lesson, like we're waking up now, we're gonna overthrow. We're gonna overthrow the ops, Caucasians, Asians, or any race that wants to enslave us, aka the elites.
Yeah.
The elites can even be indigenous people because even our ancestors that are black enslaved us because the creator told them so. In Egypt, which is known as ancient Kemet, Egypt is Greek for Kemet. They enslaved us. They used us to build the pyramids. It's even in hieroglyphics. It's right there in your fucking face. But people are oblivious to the fact that everything in history was written on the ancient Egyptian text on the walls known as hieroglyphics. It's right there in your face. Just study it.
See,
And that's, yeah, yep.
is there any way to like read those? Because
Yeah.
I know that's like probably some of the earliest like recording of history that we have.
In order to read it, you must cleanse your body of all the toxins. You must unlock all your chakras and continue to charge the chakras. The more you retain your semen, that's why you're not supposed to ejaculate. You're only supposed to ejaculate to create a child. You can have sex without ejaculation. It's called tantra, called tantric sex. So here's the blueprint for y'all young niggas. If y'all want to gain intelligence like me, it's what y'all do. Step one, realize that you are a bitch. The government enslave you. You are a bitch.
On
Bitch
God,
means female dog, and
that's
dog
that's what
dog and dog is easily commanded.
that's what'll motivate you to the truth.
Yes. Step one, realize you're a bitch. Step two, delete everything. Realize everything you knew was a lie. Step three, sacrifice. Give up your current life for the new life. Step four, start fasting. Because when you fast and have nothing in your system, the body regenerates itself. And once the body regenerates itself, it needs energy. That's why you eat food to regenerate, to restore the energy in your body. Step five, meditation. I suggest invoking demons inside your vessel to meditate with them because demons are not bad nor good. They're just energy. They're just consciousness.
You can control what you use them for.
Yes, that's why the elites use demons to control us. And we're gonna get into that later after I give y'all the blueprint.
A lot of these demons, just saying, is a lot of these people you see in front of you every day.
The
And,
next step,
they're only demons because they chose to be.
yes, in choice equates to control. You're being controlled by the emotions, which is the demiurge. You're supposed to be one with emotions, not let emotions control you. So the next step into gaining intelligence is only have sex to give power to your woman so your woman can then serve you. You only create a child to continue your family lineage, which is known as generational wealth.
Yep.
The next step, realizing that you are God. Ye are God. As Kanye West said it best, ye are God. Ye all. We are all God. We are all one. We are all the same. Once we all reach the same consciousness, you already know what the fuck gonna happen. We're gonna have superpowers. Light cold lockdown is what's keeping us from using our superpowers. Once the elites take away the light cold lockdown, which is the energy barrier, which is the dome theory that we have, that's why we can't go to space because it's a dome, which is light cold lockdown. Once that breaks, you already know what the fuck gonna happen. It's gonna be wild, wild west, baby. Every man for themselves, which is how it's supposed to be.
How are they gonna keep up? How are they like? Because I haven't seen like a single set of like solid proof of them doing like breaking that barrier. You know what I mean?
That's because you
For
got two
people,
different wars going on. You got the spiritual warfare going on. You got physical warfare going on. So in order to perceive that knowledge, you have to tap into your spiritual self through meditation, like I explained before, invoking demons. That's the only way. By meditating, you're connecting with your higher self, which is God, the God particle. Once you connect with your higher self, you unlock all chakras. Once you start seeing 333, that equates to 9. 9 is the symbology of God. Once you start seeing 222, that equates to 6. 6 is a symbology for balance. It means you unlock all chakras. It means you operate with feminine and masculine energy. You're balanced. You're God. 111 equates to 3, which is the vibration of wealth and abundance. Wealth can be knowledge, can mean physical wealth, which is Federal Reserve debt notes. Wealth could be anything that improves your way of living. So once you start saying 111, 222, and 333, you are God.
See, I've seen a lot of 222s, not too much 333. See, I had actually not had seen 333 a lot, not 111. Lately, I've been seeing more 444.
When you start seeing 111, that's when your music and your views are gonna jump to the 100,000s, to the millions. When you start seeing 111, that's how you know you're really blowing up. When you start seeing 111, I'm gonna blow your mind.
But
Time doesn't exist. We live in eternity. Clocks and watches exist, but time doesn't exist. You can buy clocks and watches, but you can't buy time. So once you internalize that time doesn't exist, most people go insane because we live in eternity. This live is happening in another dimension. It's going to continue to happen for many millennials. It's never going to end. This moment right now is going to continue to happen. Once people internalize that, some go insane, some kill themselves, and some, like me and you, we use that knowledge as power to continue to grow and gain more power.
that's what people don't understand is everything like in this
Numerology is the key.
in
He
this
said
type of
he said it best. Numerology is the key. He's right. He's woke.
what I'm saying. Everything in this dimension, everything in this galaxy that we have is based off of math. And if you can get
Numerology.
numerology down, then you'll understand it.
Yes. All math and numerology is messages. Numerology and letters are the same shit. If you can add those together, they're just tools. You don't need them, but they're just tools to use. Okay, who doesn't like having extra tools to use in their toolbox? All right. So once you use numerology and alphabets and symbols together, then you can receive and pick up and internalize the messages your ancestors and your higher self is sending you. That's what the whole point of angel numbers is for. Because when you add all the numbers up, you get the message. That's why when you watch the movie The Matrix, you see all those codes and those numbers forming. Those are just messages that the universe is sending to you. It's just messages, man. That's all it is. It's just messages.
Brain is
Nothing,
like
nothing
computer.
special about it. It's just messages.
Brains are almost like computers, bro.
They are computers. That's how we get the personal computer. The personal computer, the anatomy of the personal computer is the anatomy of the brain. The brain is not your first brain. Your gut is your first brain. That's why you get intuition. When you feel that gut feeling, when your hairs stick up, listen to that. All right. Use your brain as a tool to navigate. The soul is the observer. The brain controls the body. The body moves on its own to produce the command. The soul gives the brain commands, and the commands are sent from the brain to the body. And that's what movement and action is. Knowledge is programs that is inside of your brain. Wisdom is when you add willpower with its action. Willpower is the body. When you add willpower and knowledge, you get wisdom. Willpower, wisdom, wealth, the 3 W's. The wealth frequency. Once you get the 3 W's down pat, you're vibrating on the wealth frequency, the frequency of abundance. Basically, the guide particle, your guide. Once you vibrate on the 3 W's. Willpower, which is energy. When you save up your energy and stop ejaculating, that's willpower. Wealth is when your willpower manifests into abundance. That's wealth. Wisdom is when you execute the programs that you have in your brain into fruition, which is manifestation.
I got a couple questions I want to ask you real quick, bro.
Shoot me with questions.
Like, so do you think, like, I mean, it's pretty unrelated, but do you think that our like perception of like the afterlife, do you think it's controlled by like the chemicals that's in our brain when we die?
Yes, whatever your frequency is, when death is a good thing. Death is energy transmutation. You're leaving this body to gain full consciousness, to know everything. So death, right? So this is how it works. Whatever your consciousness level on this physical plane, when you die, that's what you're gonna think of when you die. So if you're a god when you die, you're gonna operate as a god. If you're
So
a
so
peasant,
it'll
when you're a peasant when you die, you're gonna be a peasant in the afterlife. That's how it
it'll
works.
it'll give your spirit a vibration to connect to once it dies.
Yes, and whatever frequency you live on, that's what your consciousness is gonna be living on for eternity until you get a new body to come back. This ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Depending on your consciousness level is how fast you're gonna get that body. So if y'all niggas are gonna continue to listen to these dumbass rappers, live on
Mm-hmm.
this low ass frequency, ejaculate, and eat all this bad food, no lie, when you die,
Hey, bro,
whoa, it's gonna be
you
rough.
that's what I'm saying. You hear all these rappers preaching about fucking bitches
What they
and
get paid to do, bro. What you
all.
selling your soul is.
It's like that's not just because you fucking bitches that don't preach masculinity, bro. That's giving the wrong idea of what being masculine is. Fucking a bitch ain't gonna get your rent paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Believe it or not, contrary to popular belief, we're not supposed to have more than one girl. We're supposed to have multiple wives. I don't know if you knew that by now. King Solomon had like multiple wives. I forgot this one nigga that had 700 wives. And this nigga named Genghis Khan, one of the most fearless rulers, especially in the Asian continent, he took this herb called sustanch. You can get it for like 40 something bucks online. Sustanch increases testosterone. So every time you ejaculate and you're taking sustanch, you're constantly rebuilding testosterone. So you're basically immortal at that point as well.
Hey, so this music they're listening to, like you hear these kids, they're hearing this shit, thinking it's cool, and they're going and doing that shit, and that's taken away from their masculinity. You
Yep,
don't. One thing you never hear me talk about is fucking bitches in my music.
I noticed that. That's why I fuck with your music. That's why I be jamming your shit. Nigga, I've been listening to your music since I was in high school. And I'm out of high school now. I've been listening to your music for like 2 years, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That shit's just ignorant, man. Like, if you're gonna put out some music, bro, put out something that's gonna build some character. You know what I mean?
You
I
don't hear Kanye West talking about killing people. You hear what
if
Kanye West talking about. Nigga talking about real shit.
I be talking about violence a lot, but I toned it down in the recent times. You know what I mean?
I I noticed that. I noticed that. I noticed that. You feel me? And I congratulate you. I'm proud of
That's
you for making a
because
change, man.
like I was out of touch with like I had no control of my anger and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like recently, I started gaining control of all that shit, and I realized like before. I thought that being an angry man and being all hype and like being, up on people's shit, like I thought that was masculine. But I feel more masculine now that I'm in control of that because now I don't, like after all that shit was said and done, I felt like a piece of shit. You know what I mean? And that took me down, my character down as a man. But once I started learning to control my anger and getting in these situations and keeping myself level, I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow, now I'm really like I feel way stronger. You know what I mean? Like, cause yeah, I could have fucked that dude up, but instead I walked away, and you know what? I took the dub either way. And people like don't think of that because all this violence is being preached in music too.
That's exactly what the fuck I preach on my channel,
Doing
on my other Instagram account. That's what I preach. The same shit. And to give y'all some sauce. Ugly means beautiful because everything in this matrix is inverted. Ugly means beautiful, and beautiful means ugly. Always remember that. When girls call you ugly boys, she's just mad because you're vibrating at a higher frequency that she wish she had. That's why women suck us drive our resources. It's made by design. We are the plug and women are the socket. We plug our energy into them. That's how we're meant. That's how we were created. So when a bitch call you ugly, y'all young niggas, don't take it to the heart. Be like, hell yeah, I'm that nigga. That's what I noticed growing up in high school. That's what I noticed. That's why girls hit the wall. When they hit the wall, they start dating nerd niggas because they come to their sense. They realize they need men. They realize that shit. That's why you see a lot of women right now complaining about working all these jobs. You wanted control. You wanted power. look at it. You can't handle it because you're not designed to handle that. That's a design for us men. You dumb bitch. And once you realize that, you can start pimping. Once you start giving girls sex, they respect you more. And that's how pimps are very wealthy. They don't have sex with their whores, but they make their whores have sex with other men. That creates revenue because they like sex. Most women like sex. So just give the women what they want. We have free will on this planet. Why deprive a woman of what she wants? But you got some women who don't like sex. They like companionship. And I happily hang out with women that likes companionship. I only interact with women on companionship levels because that's what you're meant to do. You're not supposed to be fucking these hoes. You only fuck them to get them energy or create a child. Exactly. You want to create a child by spilling your seed. That's what y'all niggas don't understand.
You're not supposed to be giving out energy that you're not going to keep up with neither.
Exactly. And now that
puts out be saved. World that don't need to be out there.
Mm-hmm. And once I say this live, y'all young niggas, y'all can go back and always rewatch this live. It's gonna be on my page. I'm never gonna delete it. That's what this channel is for. This channel is to help you, but to interview the hottest talent to get their perception. Because an interview means two words: enter and view. You're entering the perspective of the person that's being broadcasted, which is the interview. You're entering their mind. You're not supposed to ask them no questions. Oh, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite hobby? That don't fucking matter. That don't fucking matter.
Don't matter. Hell no.
What matters is what's in your fucking mind. How the fuck can you give value to society? That's what matters. Giving value to your people. Who the fuck cares about what you like to eat? You don't need food to survive. I don't eat food every day. I fucking fast 95% of my fucking days. I don't eat food. And that's what I want y'all to understand.
They're trying to make you dependent on all these physical things.
3 meals a day is killing your body. Because think about it. Your organs is working 24/7. If your organs is working 24/7, how the fuck do you have time to heal your body? So that's why when you fast, you're healing your body by having nothing in your body. You can even do a liquid fast with H3O2 water, which is the true water source that you're supposed to be drinking. Once you start juicing your smoothies, drink smoothies every time you wake up, live off honey, because honey rebuilds DNA and rebuilds DEA.
You got
the melanated folks have DEA. White folks like Juugboiixantana has DNA, which is not a bad thing. It's just how we were made. It's the facts.
You got the government now. They coming in and telling you what to eat too. They got the food pyramid, the food plates, all that bullshit.
Oh, man, bro, don't even get me started on that fucking food pyramid shit, bro.
That goes to prove what you was just saying. Mm-hmm. They're trying to enforce for you to eat and make your body work at a constant rate. For me, I mean, I can't say I eat like a full 3 meals a day. I eat a lot, but like I probably eat like 2 meals, 3, maybe a meal. You know, not nothing big. You know what I mean? I just snack and shit.
That's what you're supposed to do if you really want to. Being skinny is the best way to go because when you be skinny, you're fast. When you're fast, you're able to magnetize abundance to your life faster versus being fat. Even though being fat is a form of wealth because it's expensive to be fat because fat is a symbology of financial wealth.
And it's
continue.
That's overindulgent as well.
Yep. Too much of anything, even too much of good knowledge is overwhelming. You're not supposed to have too much, you're supposed to have a balance. Everything's supposed to level out. You feel me? Like I was saying before, everything happens for you, not to you. So if you're in a point of your life where you think, oh shit, my life is terrible, I want to kill myself. Shut the fuck up, you bitch ass nigga. It's happening for you so you can wake the fuck up, you dumbass nigga.
God.
Look at the fucking signs, you bitch. Why you think you ain't got no girlfriend? You're not supposed to have a fucking girlfriend.
That's what you gotta learn. People, you got all these dudes now beating themselves up because you got all these little sad, pussy ass, crybaby ass rappers, patty cake motherfuckers crying about bitch.
Modern day simp.
Man.
Do you ever see Juugboiii simping? Do you see this nigga posting about bitches? I never see this nigga post about bitches. Only see him post this girl one time. That's it. And he only did that shit to share his personal side with y'all, his fans, because he love y'all niggas. Y'all his family. Y'all shouldn't even be his fans. Y'all should be his brothers and sisters. His fans equates to citizens, equates to slaves. You're not a fan. You family. You a tribe. That's what y'all niggas is. Y'all not fans of JUUGBOII. Y'all family of JUUGBOII.
He said, fast food is a great example of how they're trying to control us. That's a fact, bro. I see like 5 or 6 fucking fast food restaurants on every street.
Why is that?
That's the capitalize off of the bullshit that they're feeding us. Ultimately.
Public service announcement. The live is ending in 1 minute and 45 minutes. So this is coming to an end for the interview. But we're going to have a part 2 in the near future. All right. When JUUGBOII come out with his new interview, new album, that's when the next interview is going to come out. When are you working on your next project? Tell your family when is the next project coming out.
Bro, I'm about finished with it. I just finished like most of the songs this week. So I got to start mixing it and getting the promo shit together and making the videos.
Oh yeah, send the music to me. Send the music to me because I'm also gonna post it on this platform because I'm gonna make a SoundCloud just for this page. So as well, send it to me so I can do my DJing because I got an engineer that I work with. You feel me? Me and him tight, and we finna take over the DJing scene. We eliminating Crash Out Boys. Fuck them niggas, them simp bitches. No offense to Crash Out Boys. It is what it is. Y'all simps. Y'all destroying the youth by promoting drugs. Weed is not bad. Weed is a tool, but lean is bad for you. Any pharmaceutical is Greek for poison, for medicine.
THC
magic. Yes. So can you give us a date of when the project is coming out? Because we got 35 seconds left.
I don't have a date, bro. Probably mid September to late October.
Basically, that shit gonna happen just like that. Time. The concept of time goes by fast. It's literally about to be next week when that shit come out. Real talk. If you really think about that shit. Yeah. So we got 15 seconds left. I want to thank JUUGBOII for coming on the show, coming on the interview, coming on the space, sharing his knowledge. I would like to thank everybody for joining, and we got 5 seconds left. So when it ends, it ends. Tune in next time.
Yes, sir.